for CISO. Collin, thank you so much for being on the show.
No problem. Got a lot of time. So.
Yeah. Well, what happened? The CISO fell apart.
Yeah.
So you're a former employee then.
Yeah. Now defunct, and just looking for what I can do.
So you're looking for a new late programming for online streaming services.
Yeah, it's a little tougher than you'd think.
Yeah.
It's a little tougher than you'd think. Market's not there right now.
Well, no, I would assume so for smaller streaming services. Roku, Crackle.
Crackle honestly has turned me down for 3 positions.
Okay. Consultant. You had a really good idea for a show I heard. Consultants in planes. I just don't. I'm not good at improv. Anyways.
Do you have any openings here at Rank You Very Much?
Well, we have the Rank You Very Much conglomerate, which consists of Rank You Very Much, the 1 episode run Rank You Very Games, where you play video games with the people. Then I never did that again. Okay. And also, that's it. So we have openings.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to consult with me about a late night programming, I gotta tell you, the ranking is definitely the key to it. Wow. So if you have
brainstorm on that.
So we'll see how you do today's episode. This is basically your interview process.
Ooh.
I would have dressed better.
well, strike 1. To the right of me, folks, our other special guest expert. She used to work at Second City, but was fired for not doing her job because all she did was work on sketches. Put your hands together for Lauren Noland.
I still wear the swag though.
Yeah, you still wear the swag. Did you have to buy that, or did they give it to you?
Well, this is what they do. They give you a shirt to wear, but I interned there during the day, and you're allowed to have 3 pieces of swag if you intern there. It's a pretty sweet deal, but they don't pay you at all, and then you have to live in Chicago. So I thought I was taking a pretty sweet deal. I got 3 pieces of swag. They asked me to intern again. I was ballsy enough to go into Kelly Leonard's office and say, hey, since I'm doing a second round interning, can I get 3 more pieces of swag? And he said, get the fuck out of my office. Go.
Who is Kelly Leonard?
He is a producer at Second City. He's a higher up guy. He runs a lot of things because Andrew Alexander isn't as hands-on. He's more like the businessman owns it.
Okay, gotcha. So he's kind of the guy who deals with the interns who want more swag.
No. That's not who I should have asked, but it also was because he didn't care enough to say no.
I will say, what's funny to me is what you got swag and you didn't get paid as an intern.
No.
Seems like the best deal in improv you can possibly get.
Yeah.
Not paying. It's like such a big step and actually getting something. That's ahead of the curve. That's an improv we all look forward to. That will never happen. Anyways, guys, we're doing best SNL sketch today. Lauren and Collin are so nice to be on the show today with their special guest expertises. It's rotisserie chicken. Behind me, as always, is the list of items we'll be talking about. So I'll go through best SNL sketch. The Census along Christopher Walken. What's up with that with Caveman? Motivational speaker with Chris Farley. Celebrity jeopardy with Will Ferrell. Mr. Belvedere fan with Tom Hanks. Sweddy balls. Anna Gassier, Alec Baldwin. Debbie Downer, Rachel Dratch. Dick in a Box, Andy Samberg, White Like Me and Murphy. Potato Chip with Forte. Bag of Glass, Dan Aykroyd. Herlihy boy? Herlihy boy. Adam Sandler. Unfrozen Caveman lawyer Phil Hartman, and Stefon Bill Hader. Now I gotta say, thank you to everybody who suggested things online on the Facebook or what you want to see. This is a great list. I really like the list a whole bunch. I think it really covers the span of SNL, which started in the 70s, correct? Mm-hmm. From the 70s to whatever year it is today. But we got, as always, we start with the veto round, where we take something off that we don't think is the best SNL sketch, and we start with the oldest person here, Lauren Noland.
I'm not the oldest person here.
That's what we always start with.
Okay. I feel like that's rude. Alright. Okay, so I get a veto one, and you guys can argue with me But I
Yeah,
get final
just
say.
let your heart out. All right,
Okay,
just
okay.
let us know what you feel on the inside about life in general.
Can I say, you told us that 3 of these are some of your favorites of all time.
Yeah.
And now I'm really hoping it's Herlihy voice. Maybe a classic, like, SNL fan.
Yeah. I don't know how to say the word.
That one's my favorite, though.
But is that the one you want to think?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I love Herlihy voice. I think he reminds me of you a little bit.
I have gotten the comparison of Adam Sandler more than I care to admit. Basically because I mumble and I say weird things.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're just that guy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not Jewish.
You were singing a song about shampoo and conditioner. I got it.
Yeah.
You're
What are you looking at, Goose? All right, Lauren. you know that. You just did. Lauren, you're up. Again, as the oldest person here, you are up. What do you think of this list that you want to take off that's not the best SNL sketch?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with one that I think I might. Collin and I watch a lot of SNL together. I think I know what he likes and dislikes, but he could surprise me here today. He could. We argue about it from time to time, but I'm gonna veto lucky number 13, Unfrozen Caveman.
Oh my God!
I know it's tough.
What are you
I
doing?
love Phil Hartman. I love
It's
it so
literally
much.
the best sketch. That is my favorite sketch of all of it.
I'm so happy I picked
I
that
went to
one.
a Halloween party as Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer once. I love Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. What are you worried about? A few ducks. Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
Did you
Why?
do the full makeup, or did you
I
do
had
like the
a
portrait
mullet
brow,
mug. I cut a goatee into a unibrow that I
Oh,
taped on,
very nice,
Yep.
yeah.
and I wore a suit.
Oh.
So I already have a pretty big head, which kind of Neanderthal.
It looks, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean that was a little rude. Anyways, oldest person here, Lauren Noland.
Well,
Why are you taking off Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer? I need to know because, in my understanding, it's the greatest written piece in mankind. Better than Beowulf.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oof,
just
okay.
slightly better than Beowulf.
Just
Which I think is
slightly
the
better?
second best written thing of all time.
okay, and
They
third.
started off right.
Okay. Let's get into it. Phil Hartman, I love.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's what. Don't speak ill of the dead. I know. But I think it's well written. I think it's fun. But I don't think that it contends with every other one up here. I don't think that it was changing of the way that like anything was done on the show. I don't think it has like the cool. I really like when they like take it really far at the end and go like really crazy. It's just solid. It's just good.
So
Solid.
I feel like you're missing the whole. It's not just the sketch itself.
Okay.
It's also the commercials beforehand, where they have like brought to you by Big Fat Bean. Why we'll have 100 little beans? We're gonna have one big fat one.
Bean.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. So you're saying overall it doesn't pop for you.
Yeah, and even there, I don't know. I guess I focus on the Unfrozen Caveman.
Don't want to put your
Lawyer.
dog down. Call dog assassin.
But then I would make the argument: can they have their own little, number up here aside from Caveman Lawyer?
No, because Caveman Lawyer is the best part of it. I'm just saying that.
No, see, I think that's the best part of it. Now
Oh my
that you brought that
god! I'm scared of your weird flying thing. Give me a Scotch rocks. Okay, well, I'm telling you, I just want you to know, Lauren, at the end of the day, you're wrong. But if you don't want to change it, I can't change your mind on this. So
I'm not gonna argue it. I've got it as the last one here.
oh my god, it's going away anyways. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, Lauren, you're taking off Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
People are gonna be pissed.
Caveman Lawyer.
The message board is
It's a
blowing
great
up
start.
right
It's
now.
a great start.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're not changing it, right, Lauren?
I don't think I can.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
This is not a good start here. We got a lot of people watching though, which is good. It seems like they're joining, but they're not staying. Way to go.
They're coming over here with torches.
Hopefully not tiki torches. And anyways, Collin, you're up next. I mean, there's two more up there that I really love, so why don't you break my heart again?
I'm gonna break your heart.
Okay.
Mr. Belvedere fan club.
Oh, wow.
I love Tom Hanks.
That is such a funny sketch.
I love Tom Hanks. It's a silly premise. I like the kind of town hall vibe where everybody's kind of throwing in, but I just didn't get a great direction on it where it didn't really wrap up too well for me. So. Tim Meadows in the jar.
You just put in the jar. You guys are crazy people.
That's what I love. They go that far. It's just like the Key and Peele, the bitch sketch, where they take it to the limits and then they're in outer space doing. That's what that is an example of. He's in the jar, fogging up the glass with his breath.
To me, what I like the idea of some of these sketches is the writers' meeting when they pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
being in Warren's office.
Okay, we're all fans of Mr. Belvedere, but here's the deal: we're too big of fans, and some are pretty. Tom Hanks, he'll just kind of keep us grounded. And what are you talking about?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of the bias. I never really watched Mr. Belvedere.
No, that's fair. So for you, it's not.
It's,
to me, it could be any character I've ever seen, but it's such a. All right, well, here's the deal. This is America. The greatest country in the world, we all agree. Trump is the greatest president we ever had. We
talked about it before. Before this.
But I have to say, it's your freedom of choice. You can do whatever you want. Freedom of language. I think that's what it's called. So I can't tell you not to do it. I can just tell you that it's hurtful.
Scratch that fucker off.
All right, scratch that fucker off.
Can I say it is a good sketch to look at? What is it? The types that Lauren puts on the show. I know some people say that's not a real thing. I think it totally is. He looks for what he needs to make that balanced cast.
The role.
And I think that's a perfect example of it. You can see it from every person that stands up, raises their hand, and puts in their 2 cents. You can. Sandler stands up and you're like, that's Pete Davidson now. Phil Hartman stands up, you're like, that would be Taryn. It's easy to go down the.
Who's Chris Farley now?
Ooh,
Because Bobby Moynihan's gone.
Who
Honestly,
would I say?
I'd say almost Leslie.
She's just nuts.
She's big.
Yeah.
Just goes big with everything.
That's true. And that's what it's the same thing every time that's going to get a laugh from her. It's just being crazy.
That's fair. All right. Of course, you can say whatever you want.
No, I can see that.
All right, just.
I misspoke, but now the audience knows too.
That brews like a grape. Anyways, it's up to me now to decide what should go off the list. Now, I'm not going to take the 2 that I like off. Of course not.
The youngest decides.
I'm going up now. Here's the deal.
You're going to hurt me because I hurt you.
Yeah, probably. I'm taking this one off simply because I think it's a great sketch. I don't think it's the best sketch because it's not. It's the best version of a style of comedy I don't really like. So I want to take it off.
It's a deep cut.
And the style of comedy I really don't like is puns. So I am choosing to take off sweaty balls.
Sweddy.
Sweddy. I apologize. Sweaty balls. My issue with sweaty balls is it's uncomfortable. No, it's true. It is true. It's a sticky sketch to get through. But
Come on, Joe.
No, I'm just. This is why this sketch I don't like so much. What are we talking about? The sketch I don't like so much. I tell you. I don't. The Sweaty Balls is a one-note sketch that kills. The audience loves it, and each time they repeat, it kills. But it's not like a sketch where it's doing the rule of infinity. It's just like, hey, isn't it funny we keep saying this in different innuendos? And to me, that's not necessarily the best sketch. It seems like one of the easier ones to write compared to all the other ones. And to me, that doesn't make it the best SNL sketch. So I'm taking off Sweddy balls. Funny. I like it. One of the few ones we have that's female heavy.
Well, and I will say that's what makes the sketch, which is why I'll let you, well, I don't have to let you take it off. You're going to take it off. You get your.
Well, you can convince me otherwise.
Well,
I pay for all the mortgages.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight you that hard
don't.
on it because
Jesus.
I will fight you.
Okay. Again, I bruise like a grape.
So I do like their banter back and forth. So outside of the whole Sweddy ball thing,
how they talk was kind of soft spoken.
Yeah, the what is it, like NPR, like radio, they're back and forth and talking about what they're asking for Christmas and everything is just fantastic. And just the register and the energy that they're working with being on SNL. Usually you want the Chris Farley, the Leslie Jones, the crazy, like Chevy Chase falling downstairs, but this is just you and I just back and forth. With our headphones.
Or it's just softer and softer.
Yeah. And there's something in that, but is it best? No.
Alright. Do you have any issues with this?
I mean, I'm with Lauren on this. It's kind of a low register, and it could be. We're just gonna okay.
Well, no, I'm holding it. It's okay. Lower register.
Well, it's just a lower register.
Yeah.
It's a hilarious premise, but it's just kind of they're not so upfront with it. Okay, all right.
Well, you're saying it's not so to you don't get to take it off.
I mean, yeah, take it off.
Well, then what's the whole deal? I mean, it's not even subtle. It's just opposite humor, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I call
agree with you on this.
Yeah, wait a second.
Agree to agree.
I agree. Oh, man, I'm fat. Anyways,
suck it in. Shoulders up. Posture.
It's all about posture.
It's all about it.
I look like
You gotta
it's
rotate
like a
your
CGI.
hips
I
forward
look like
little
it's a
bit, too.
CGI head.
Don't you think our house is fun?
Is this your house?
Posture. No, I'm saying the way.
I was like, wait, where am I? Did you steal my house? This is a fun house. Anyway, which is a great game on Nickelodeon. Fun house.
We recreated your set, kind of a Wayne's World thing, right? It goes with the theme.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing.
Right now.
Wayne's World never got mentioned. Well, it got mentioned kind of. Was Wayne Dreaming of Madonna was this particular sketch that was mentioned. But
So there's the comments back here.
that is a Facebook message group that I'm in that just kind of pops up there. So
It didn't seem like it followed the.
No. Can you guys read it? Because I can't read it.
Yeah, we're talking about Brexit and Trump.
It's very.
Oh well, let's. Yeah, this is a secret. It's a secret.
How great it all is. Shouldn't your friends be watching this, especially if they're on Facebook?
No, they probably aren't.
Sassy boys. Those sassy boys.
Yes. Okay. This is the Illuminati of Indianapolis stand-up. Anyways, that's one round of veto, which I think we should do another round. And as always, the second round of veto, as always, is the youngest person here, Noland.
I should have been thinking. Well, you guys.
Well, yeah. Well, that was once. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, you get not the best SNL sketch on the list behind us.
So this is where it gets tough because we have some. Let's start it off tough.
Yeah. This is one of the tougher lists to start off from and whittle down.
And you still have one favorite, right, Joe?
I have one favorite
Left. Okay.
I'm gonna use your favorite.
I think it's a favor. I was like, yeah, favor.
We all get one favor.
You get one favor.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
And
One favor. If you live closer, it'd be easier.
Yeah.
3 pieces of swag.
No. You can steal whatever you want in the house. Just one piece of swag. You want that picture of my dad as a teenager that looks just like me? Feel free to take it.
Does the complete Goosebumps series count as one?
Ooh, that's one.
No.
It's a series.
No, you can get 1 regular Goosebumps or 2 choose your own adventure Goosebumps.
Ooh.
I'm
gonna think about that.
I had a bunch of, while we're waiting for her to figure it out, I had a bunch of my choose your own adventure Goosebumps. I would hold the place of the last choice and die.
You have to.
But it would end up with me all 10 fingers in the book. Because I always make I always make right choices, and I'm just.
So one for two of the choose your own. So you're devaluing the choose your own adventure.
Well, it's not the normal, it's not the regular standard. It's not part of the mythos.
I'm feeling like we have to choose.
It's outside. It's like Star Wars Legends.
Do we have to choose from this room?
Do we have to choose
from this room?
No, you're supposed to be choosing from this list.
Okay, so this is what I was saying. This is where it gets hard because
Yeah.
there are some sketches that have been
previously in this conversation.
some sketches that have been done at different times, so it's hard to put them on the same playing field.
That happens with 40-some years.
I feel like comedy is timeless, though.
That's true. So we have a lot of heavy hitters on here. What they were working with in the 70s, not quite the same as what they were working with when Fred Armisen, Will Forte, Kristen Wiig are on the show.
Never heard
So I'm gonna. I'll show you some YouTube clips after this. We'll work through it. You're gonna like them. I promise you. Let's go. I feel like you're gonna cut me. I'm so worried. I don't know which one is your favorite.
Yeah, I think
Bag of Glass.
All right, Bag of Glass.
Bag of Glass.
Now, you put your hand in there and get it out. Bag of Glass. That's fine. That's not one of my favorites.
You seem really okay with this.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm
made
comfortable
a good
with it. I think it's pretty funny. I like it a whole bunch. You ranked them all in order. What you think?
Yeah, and I'm pretty much right on it.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Bag of Glass, I think, is very funny.
Yes.
But I think there's only two big funny parts in it, which is the Bag of Glass itself, and then when he chokes himself with a cord.
And I think it's fun because Dan Aykroyd it was Chevy Chase that was the guy to fling backwards and fall over everything. So Dan Aykroyd doing it, it's fun, it's refreshing. You're like, Dan's having fun with it, so it's good. It's good. Yeah, strangled himself.
It's Candace Bergman.
Yes.
And she plays straight so well in that.
That's the next part I was gonna add to it.
I forgot that was her real name. I wanted to say
Murphy Brown.
Yeah. Well, she in the first season, her and who was the other person? Hosted it 3 times, I think, in the first season.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Candace Bergman hosted a lot in the first few seasons.
Because she's in a Timers Club. I don't know which one she's made it to. I should.
Yeah.
Ooh. On the spot, on camera. What is she? Is she a 5-timer? Is she a 7, Colin?
Oh, I don't think she's a 7.
She's got a jacket. She's a 5-timer.
Yeah, 5 is probably.
Okay.
I don't think she made 7 though.
We'll look it up.
Because
Anybody out
Murphy
there
Brown
know?
stopped being popular.
No.
Since when? We're doing a reboot, Joe.
Oh, so she might come back and host again, which would be great.
No, Colin, that was on CISO. They're not doing it.
Oh, yeah. Who was the first ever host of SNL?
Carlin. Right?
Yeah,
Carlin.
Now, the bigger question was who is the second host of SNL?
Ooh.
I can give you a hint. Not a comedian.
How do we not know
This
this?
is Jimmy Carter, right?
No. No, it's not Jimmy
Bob
Carter.
Hope.
No, not Bob Hope.
Uh-huh.
Bob Hope
He's a comedian.
Yeah. No, it's not Bob Hope.
How do I not know this?
Very good friends of Lorne Michaels, this guy.
Oh, Paul Simon.
Paul Simon was the second ever host
Yeah.
of SNL, which I always thought was really strange.
See, we knew it. Only needed 5 hits.
We cut the B sketch.
Super
Anyways,
SNL experts.
SNL experts. Fred Armisen. It was funny because you see all the suggestions, and it's always very much from the early years, the 90s, or the last 5 years. There's these big leaps in.
Well, people look back and just remember the funny moments of sketches, I think, and then they're like, "Oh, that Will Ferrell sketch is my favorite. It was hilarious." I'm like, go back and watch the full 7-minute sketch, and you'll realize, not so much. Some will hold up, yes.
Did you watch Gus Chiggins, where he's the old-time prospector in the army?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
And he just keeps hitting the pans to make Jimmy Fallon laugh. It's all it is. That's the whole
entire
thing.
time.
Oh, it's just people breaking. So I didn't put it on the list. Anyways, you're
Well,
taking
people
Bag of
love-
Glass.
People love people breaking.
Yeah, people do love that. There's only a couple times I'm okay with it, but if it's Jimmy Fallon, then I don't. All right, we're continuing. Collin, you're up next. What are you taking off the list? He's got a notepad. He's got notes.
You don't want to go with your gut? Look up here. What's that?
Look at it. I respect the professionalism.
He's doing math equations over there.
Yes, I think this is a very goofy sketch. I think it was nice because they pulled a current event on this, but I want to cross off the census with walken.
Oh, fuck!
Whoa!
Yes!
Fuck!
Got that third one real quick.
No, there's
yes!
only two of the three have been taken off. But Census Taker is so fucking funny.
It is so good.
I should have known you guys would do this because you love all the new shit.
What?
You millennials.
What? We're 2 years younger than you.
Yeah, and the millennium, I don't know. That's ridiculous. So you're taking off.
Census Taker.
Census Taker is so funny.
You gotta look. This is
It's such a simple.
It's such a banger's list, and I like it because it's simple.
It's so. I'm not good with numbers. 80. We got me and my
80
wife.
people that live
I
in
literally
this
have.
couple
It's a
envelopes.
bit simple.
A couple of envelopes
But
and
that's
some candy bars.
That's the beauty in it. I absolutely love that Tim Meadows the entire time. It's just, what the fuck did I just, what? Open the store. But then the great part is at the end where he's like, I've talked to a lot of people. Your life is pretty good.
Do you want to get a beer? I would with the old ball and chain. We just did it! He's having such
And that's the best
a
part. That's the Key and Peele out in space. That's it. I love
I'm
it.
not saying
Clinton
it's
was still
not good.
president.
I'm not saying it's not good, but
I think.
that's a murderer's row list up there.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. And underrated Christopher Walken, I think, is the greatest host of all time for SNL.
Let's see, can we change him on something? Let's do it for the viewers. What?
Whoa! Lauren is coming in wanting you to change Census Taker.
I don't know. Do you think that... What are you telling me that there's other ones up there that are better, that are going to be like reoccurring sketches?
That's what you're saying. The other sketches up there are better than Census
are
Taker.
better. All of them are better.
Yeah, we're ranking stuff. That's the whole fucking point.
We didn't know if you
Yeah, I think the
knew.
others are better, or I would have crossed them off.
Your last job was working for CISO, so you might not be making the best decision.
I was a
wanna
consultant,
say
Joe. Should have consulted more.
I like Harmon Quest.
So if you were to go to
That's why I got
this
BRB to watch season 2. Anyways, what?
deserted island, you're gonna take, how many are left? 10. You're gonna take 9 sketches with you. You're leaving Census Taker behind, and you're taking the other 9 to watch
This is
over and
another
over.
way of saying, are you ranking this correctly?
He doesn't know.
what we're
Bruce, you
doing.
did great!
That's what we're doing here. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, and
Well,
I love
stuff.
breaking Joe's heart. This is
It's
fantastic.
My heart is absolutely broken.
I smell tiki torches
because-
right now. They're coming.
In the first 5 that we're crossing off, we got all 3 of yours out.
No,
That's,
there's one more still there.
Oh,
you
there's
only
one
got
more.
2 of the 3.
Okay.
You only got 2 of the 3.
It's gonna be
Okay.
Well,
Herlihy boy.
Herlihy boy.
Joe's favorite.
Oh god, my favorite was goddamn fucking the first one taken off, and the rest of Caveman.
Fantastic.
Shit. Alright, I'm up next. I am gonna take this one off. I think it's a very funny sketch, as all the rest of them are. But I think the sketch, again, it's one note, even though it's a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous note. And I think it's more all the sketches, and it's just particularly one sketch. I am taking off. What's up with that?
So
And now I love this sketch. It's very funny. I watched a couple of them yesterday. Reminded myself how much I like the sketch. But at the end of the day, you know the joke. And if you watch those sketches at the end when he says the time is up, it's never a big laugh. It's never a huge laugh.
Yeah, but you can't base
You're
it on
still
the laugh
drying
in
your
the
eyes.
The audience is usually bullshit anyway. They don't.
100%.
It's a Saturday Live. It's live in front of a studio audience. The whole thing.
It's
the
usually a
audience.
shitty audience.
How did that do in the rehearsal room? Do we know?
No, we have no idea.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know what that means. Why do you stop hitting my arm?
I can break.
I mean, oh my gosh, I just got a tetanus shot.
Swelling.
There is some swelling. I call it muscles, but it's bees. I don't think it compares to the other sketches of like boom, 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 boom jokes throughout the whole sketch. I think it's the one joke that's funny. They bring out the thing. The best part of the sketch is whatever random singer they have. I think the funniest of all of them was Zach Galifianakis comes out with the dual flute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is very funny.
What about Sudeikis in it? That doesn't warm your heart?
Some of the best dancing on live TV.
You guys aren't gonna. You guys are not gonna love this. I'm not a huge Sudeikis fan. I'm not a big Sudeikis.
I wish you would have told us before we came.
I wish.
We made this whole trip down.
I'm not gonna leave on account of the viewers. But Joe, I'm gonna stay around a little bit afterwards. We're gonna talk about why you're so dead inside. You told me a little bit about your childhood. I'm gonna need to know more.
I did tell you way too much.
And you got the Sam Jackson says the F word on live TV. Keenan plays it off as part of the sketch.
Costs money. Lindsay Buckingham?
Come on,
Lindsay Buckingham.
Come on, Lindsay.
I do.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Guys, we are down to the final 9. All right,
Okay.
they're all great sketches. But if you want to
That's
go,
debatable.
if you want to go sketch by, well, you took the guy, Neptune. I'm unbelievable.
Can I add something to your anti-American Sudeikis
Look, there's nobody more
dislike?
American than me. I am American.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm starting to get because I'm scared. People are going to be upset. I'm starting in the last, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 years because he's been there forever. He's growing on me, but I'm not the biggest Kenan on SNL fan.
That's fair. That's fine too, and that's part of. I get that. And Keenan, it doesn't make. He's been there longer than anyone I think's ever been on SNL.
Yeah.
He's the longest tenured person, not currently, I think, of all time.
Yeah.
I think he has funny moments, and I think that he's good. Like, I'm not like kicking him off the show, but definitely not my top 10, even top 20, maybe not even top 30 favorite cast members.
We just got mentioned Black Jeopardy didn't make the thing. That was their vote.
Oh, no.
By Holly Brook. But
Black Jeopardy's pretty funny.
Black
though.
Jeopardy is very funny, but I think with Keenan, what's interesting about him is what's up with that is the sketch that is like the most memorable thing Keenan has done.
Mm-hmm.
And then Black Jeopardy is the other one. But Black Jeopardy is just taking off, Celebrity Jeopardy before it. Which is
I do
fine.
like him
It's very
hosting
funny.
games.
And
though.
Family Feud. That's Steve Harvey. Really
Oh my
well,
gosh.
So that's pretty
Which is
good.
what's
Pretty good
turned
plan.
me, I think.
Yeah. Okay, but but again, I'm still taking what's up with that off the list.
My
Fine,
dad's
it's
gonna
wrong,
be
but
pissed.
it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
My bracket's busted.
You had a number.
My bracket's
You had a
busted.
number 3.
5. It was 5.
It was 5.
Oh.
Well, how's it feel? How does it feel? What's up with that? It's off the list. We're going down again, folks. One more round of veto because we start with a bigger list this time. This time we start with the most middle-aged person here, Lauren Noland. You're up. What do you think?
I'm gonna do it like a Band-Aid. Celebrity Jeopardy, man.
Fuck!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck!
Are you fucking serious?
Fuck! That's the best sketch outside of Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
You know who wrote Celebrity Jeopardy? The people at fucking Jeopardy.
Oh
and
my.
then they just have people come out and do characters. That's not. You didn't write that sketch.
Oh my.
We can improvise that.
Potent Potables? They wrote that?
Potent Potables is good.
They did. I'll take swords for 5. It's S
Anal
words.
bum cover. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable.
I
I think
Celebrity
it's.
Jeopardy
I
off
think
this
it's
list.
good. I think there's
Oh,
funny
but you
moments.
have to-
It's Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
That's the sound your mother made last night, Trebek.
I think
Norm
it's
Macdonald
fun.
shines.
I think it's fun. I think it showcases the people on the show and the characters they can do. Do I think that it is the best, most solid sketch?
It's so good.
I don't think it's
Norm
best.
Macdonald
So
and
many
Robert
of them.
Smiley
So
used to write
maybe-
that sketch.
So many of them.
Okay.
So
So
the,
maybe
the letter 3. 3 is a number. I can't read it right.
I think
Wow, or rough.
I think it could be.
You put the West.
I think it could maybe last on this list a little longer. Do I think it deserves to be in the top 3, top 5? Nah.
Oh my god.
Well, now you get to the top 3 or 5.
I know.
Exactly.
I can't
That's
believe.
why just get it out now.
I can't believe
Get it
you're
out
taking
now?
up. This is the sketch I thought was definitely gonna win. I was hoping it was Unfrozen Caveman
Yeah,
Lawyer,
me
but
too.
you guys are not cultured enough for Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. But Celebrity Jeopardy, that is so funny. It's
not the best sketch.
It's the only time Will Ferrell plays the straight person.
I literally had that down.
Oh really?
Yep.
It's Norm Macdonald plays a wacky character. It's like
But I
so
also-
opposite of everybody on that show.
This is why humor is so different person to person, because I love the fact I love him as Trebek and just watching him take deep breaths and look down and losing all hope in humanity. That's probably my favorite part.
I'm doing it right now. It's just
The spotlight is on the cast getting to show off their characters, and I think that's great. Do I think it's the best sketch? Nah.
Name the current U.S. president. His first name is Bill. His last name is Clinton. Burt Reynolds, I know you've had dinner with this man. Somebody please say Bill Clinton. Just say Bill Clinton.
The love of God.
there's no backing you out on this one.
No.
No, fuck, that was close. That was a long. Oh my
Well,
god.
because
I
I
won't be here
think
anymore, Joe.
I don't think that I can say it's best sketch
I've been
because
trying
I
to kill
think
myself for years.
I think many of the other game shows that have celebrities on them,
Yeah.
on the show, and even Black Jeopardy, once again, it's just done over and over again because I don't think it's a super original, stand out on its own idea like some of the other ones up here are.
So the only argument I will side with you on this is that the ranking is best SNL sketch, and this is a series of sketches and not one sketch.
Yep.
But it's still the best SNL sketch.
I like that.
Which one?
I like
one?
the cast members get to do all kinds of, celebrities that they typically wouldn't get to do. You kind of just get to throw them in. It's literally like a mixed bag of people that normally wouldn't get to do a full sketch.
And that's the best time when you get the host that gets to do a character and they get to be.
I mean, Tom
Who,
Hanks.
what, where?
Well, that's Black Jeopardy. That's why I like it, because it spun off into Black Jeopardy too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is unbelievable.
I would say what you said you like about it is pretty similar to when they do audition tapes now, which is a newer sketch, and I like that more than I like people doing their characters on Celebrity Jeopardy. I like the audition
it is
sketch
the
tapes.
best impression sketch, but it's fine. It's not like
It's not
a
fine.
toilet.
It's not
Oh
fine,
god, a
It's-
toilet. You drink water out of this. Oh, oh my god, I'm
Sorry,
defeated. You're up next, Collin. Why don't you take your number 2 off there? Oh my god.
Why don't we just take the next best one off here? We're gonna pull band-aids.
Let's see if we're still engaged at the end of this. Scratch it off.
Find a new red color.
Don't worry, I'll be here for you, Collin.
Um,
That's why I bring up couples on this show so I can sleep with a dude.
So who was the dude between Charlie and Daryl? Charlie has beautiful long hair. Flowing hair.
Charlie, oh man, well, you need time to think?
no, I know.
Okay, you're gonna,
Go ahead,
I was
finish
going to bring
it.
up, we did a play with Charlie. He was on Worst Form of Cultural Appropriation, and he played a waiter. And in the scene, in this play, he's supposed to open up a wine bottle, and
Jesus.
it just didn't open. And the two people were so focused on their script that they didn't know what to do because the wine bottle needs to open for the scene to keep working.
We're in a very intimate, small theater with people right on you.
And it's so funny. And he is pulling it. They're like, it's fine, it's fine. He's like, no, I'll get it. And then he leaves. And they have to kind of ad-lib the scene now. The wine doesn't come out. Then he walks in. He just walks in like
There's
in
no
mid-sentence.
curtains,
This
no
is not
curtains
part
on
of
the
the script.
side. He's standing off-side of the stage, still trying to open it as the scene is continuing.
Somebody else opened it, right?
Yeah,
He
somebody
just
else apparently opened it and he comes back in the thing and they don't know what's going on. They're like, the wine's not going to open. And Charlie walks in,
The audience
pop!
knows.
Like it was nothing the entire time.
There we go.
It was so funny.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorite things I've seen this year. Anyways, how are you going to break our heart this time, Collin? I needed some joy in my life.
Can you just take this one off the list? Can you just take it off the list already? Can you take it off? For the love of God, take it off the list! We're gonna go with the Herlihy boy. Love it. I love it, but there's a lot of good stuff ahead of it. And then Lauren already took the best one off, so yeah, it's the Herlihy boy.
The best part of the Herlihy boy sketch is that when he's doing that, just let him stay at your house.
That's my favorite.
Almost breaks every time because just listen.
I like that Farley is just the whole time Sandler's trying not to laugh because
It's so
Farley's
good.
just ramping up and all that. But
It's such a weird sketch. It doesn't really make any sense.
Oh, it's so good. It's the Herlihy boy.
and the recurring ones with the dog walking and the grandma watching
that's so
and all that. Yeah, it's good.
I'll
But,
sleep just like you slept.
Yeah. Let me sleep in your bed.
yeah.
Wash the sheets.
What? I
He
don't
said
want
to wash the sheets.
He's a clean boy.
Please don't make me wash the sheets.
Okay, all right, that's fair though. That one I didn't think was. That was
Wow,
probably
no arguments on that?
No, that one's fine.
I want to, but
It's
I
not
also,
the best sketch.
It's not. There's a lot of really good ones.
Well, someone's taking off.
I'm the worst person
Three
to
of
be
them
on
be
here
exact.
because I love them all. I love them all, so as they go, I just have to bid them adieu. There's
Yeah.
other ones up there that I still love.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's up to me, so I'm here to destroy your dreams because you guys have been crushing mine so far. I am up next, and I'm going to stick with how I felt about. You know what? I'm doing this. I don't think the sketch is that great. A lot of people mentioned it in the Facebook comments. I watched it. It's not as good as other weird sketches I've seen that should have been mentioned. I am taking off Potato Chip. I'm taking Potato Chip.
You're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm doing this because I don't think it's the. I don't think it's one. I don't think it's the best sketch, and two. I don't even blame the audience for not laughing on the thing, but I just don't think. And when you go absurdist sketches that happen in the thing, with the weird, what do they call the last sketch before the thing? What do they call that one?
The 11 o'clock, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut for time?
Cut for- well,
I don't think there's a name for it. I don't remember. But
Right before-
of all those sketches there, I don't think it's even near like The Rock's Most Evil Invention, which I think is a fantastic sketch. This one wasn't even in the last one, but David S. Pumpkins I think is funnier than that.
Those aren't on the list.
I know they're not on the list. I wish they were on the list, but people didn't really mention. The Rock's Most Evil Invention was mentioned, but
It's fantastic, but potato chip is on the list.
Yeah, I know Potato Chip was on the list, and I'm taking it off the list. Honestly, I wish they would have taken it off earlier. But I know you like it. But now I'm down to these things. There's no way Potato Chip is a top 5 best SNL sketch of all. Sketch.
Little
Sketch of all time. It's unbelievable to think that would be a top 5.
That would be unbelievable to think.
I really like it, but I fucking hate Blake Lively, so I think she ruins the whole thing. So I'm with you, Joe.
It's the one thing I'll give you.
It's the one thing I'll give you. It's not even the best sketch where they're throwing up stuff in their mouth. There's one with Chris Kattan where he can only be fed if you chew your food. There was a lady from ER, and they all were spitting food in his mouth, and that sketch is absolutely amazing.
Is it on the list?
No, it's not on the list because the people watching don't really understand comedy that much. I'm being
You just alienated all your viewers. Every viewer alienated all. None of you guys know shit about comedy. Don't even fucking try.
No, well, the 3 people are really gonna be mad, and Episode 74. We got 1 viewer right now. I'm doing
Lost
great.
a lot of advertisers too.
Yeah. My main advertiser was Will Forte. Just him by himself.
Can we at least for a second talk about how amazing Will Forte is?
Yeah, he's great. Last Man on Earth is fantastic.
Fantastic. I hit even on SNL.
Yeah.
Wait, is this playing off of your Sudeikis bias? Is he fantastic in this sketch though?
No.
No?
It's like
Clocking in at 3 p.m. today, I will be 1 day strong.
How many times do those people have to do a southern accent sketch? This main court where they're just like, hey, this is a fun accent.
And that's Maine.
Oh,
If
so
the bluegill don't
is this
get you.
because you spent a lot of time in the South that you feel offended that people
I do feel
a southern
offended.
accent?
As someone who went to school in New Orleans,
Ooh.
yeah, I am a little bit offended by it. All right.
So you don't like when Bill Hader does James Carville? You don't like
No.
James Carville?
I
Snakes?
actually like that a lot because it's a person. It's an actual person that talks like that. He's doing an impression of a person.
It's 2018. 2018.
It's 2018.
If Joe is offended by this, we just have to settle it. Colin, don't say anything more. Don't upset him. We have to let it go. He is offended.
As a Christian straight white male, my opinion in 2018 is the most important one. I've been reading a lot of articles, and I'm pretty sure that's the gist of them.
That makes sense.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm a female,
That you're
so
Christian? I don't know. That's a personal belief.
I wear a cross around my neck, so obviously
Okay,
I am. I
that's
wouldn't
fine.
lie,
Okay,
alright? I
that's
never
fine.
lied in my life.
Wow, Colin, he has a joke about that in his routine.
Yeah,
claim to
thank
be a
you.
man.
Thank you.
You think you're gonna sleep with him now after this?
I wouldn't sleep with you, Jay. You made fun of my vanity plate one time.
Oh, it's all about me now, which is my favorite part of the show. Anyways, no, I'm taking this off. We're taking off potato chip.
Potato chip.
You're having fun saying it.
It is fun to say, obviously. Should you make a whole sketch over it? I don't know. That's
Very
it.
much brought to you by Lay's Potato Chips.
Potato chips.
Potato chip. I'm taking it off the list. We are down to our final 5. If you're watching right now, feel free to let us know a sketch we may have missed. And it should be on the list. Such as any of the ones I've named that are great.
We're just going to let them add it after we've cut all of it.
That's exactly.
It's
that's
kind of like
fun.
sandbagging.
A couple. Well, let's not get into that. We had a couple win that were extra ones added. One we did the worst Full House character, and the one that was added in the midway point was studio audience, and that ended up winning the whole thing,
That
which
makes
was
sense.
good. So if you're watching, let us know you think this is the best SNL sketch that we may have missed, and we'll add it to the list. But for right now, our final 5 is Motivational Speaker, Debbie Downer, Dick in a Box, White Like Me, and Stefon. Which I think covers a good ground of a variety of still in the final 5, which is nice. While we're waiting for people to suggest sketches, suggest what you think is the best SNL sketch on Rank You Very Much in the comments right now. I'd like to ask the 2 people here, what is your criteria in determining what is the best SNL sketch? Like, what do you see? Like, how do you figure that out? Lauren Noland, you can start it off.
Oh, thank you, Joe Bates.
Thank you.
I would say I'm looking for something that is kind of like I brought up earlier, something that maybe switched the way that the sketches, I guess, were done, or I don't know. I kind of maybe upped it, made it a little bit crazier. I feel like I just keep going back to whatever's insane and just blows out the glass.
Yeah.
But that's what I like. I like it when it's over the top, and I do like it when it's popular still. I went through a time where I liked the ones that other people didn't like, potato chip. But I do like some of the big popular ones that they bring back. We still have a couple reoccurrings, a few reoccurrings up here. That's always fun. You can dig into the character a little bit deeper. Reoccur.
Reoccur?
Yeah.
What would be
occur is a word.
Is that
Recur.
recurring?
No.
Okay.
Oh, recurring episode.
Recur.
Yeah, it's recurring episode, but it's reoccur when you talk about. What a weird thing that just happened. My mind got blown a little bit.
That he wouldn't know that?
Well, no,
Mine too.
it's like reoccur. This character is reoccurring, but it's
Yeah.
a recurring episode. Maybe it is recurring.
No.
I feel like my mind is breaking.
I gotta stop clapping. That can't be good for the levels.
Okay, the levels. The levels.
He's recording on the phone.
Anyways, what do you think there, Colin? What's your criteria for the levels?
Edit that out.
I like anything. I think if you're gonna say it's the best, it's got to be something iconic that a lot of people would. You can't go for deep cuts.
Interesting, yeah.
Because deep cuts are typically like, that's something you specifically like. So I like something iconic, maybe something with like a catchphrase that, there's a couple that people, drive into the ground, but...
The Ladies' Man?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a TV show or a movie has been made about it.
Yeah.
I've never ordered a fillet of fish. It's always a fish sandwich. But yeah, something that hits the masses and it's iconic, stands the test of time. But on the opposite side of the coin, there's some of the sketches here that probably seem less funny now.
Yeah.
Because with motivational speaker, a lot of us have seen that so many times that it's probably loses that diminishing rate of returns there.
So good though.
But if you go back and you were like, oh, the first time you saw that, just drop dead hilarious.
You ever Schmitz gay beer?
Yes.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one.
All right, we've had a couple suggestions so far. Wayne's World, come see Wayne's. Amity is now using this to promote her own stuff. We've had the art dealers of something. Art dealers. Do you guys know what that is?
Is it there's a Marty Short sketch. I don't know. Let's search it and see.
I'm not gonna search it, but art dealers. We had the Culps. We had Wayne's World. Do you know the Culps? These are both Amity suggestions.
We probably know it if we see it.
If you could use your phone to do it.
Are we allowed to use our phone?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
This, we're all falling apart.
Chad Daniels is booming. Wow, that's great. I don't want to give Chad Daniels a promotion, but them boys, man.
Oh, stop talking about the boys! They're the boys!
Chad Daniels in Bloomington tonight.
Yeah, Chad Daniels in Bloomington tonight.
Comedy Addict, guys.
There's so many secrets in this little Facebook message thing. I'd rather keep this.
I don't think it's any secret that Chad Daniels is going to be at the Comedy Addict.
But it is a little bit of a secret. Anyways, also Joseph Denny very upset that Stefon is on the list and that he thinks he called it a flawed list and said it's Matt Foley, motivational speaker, even though I just have motivational speaker on there for space purposes. Anyways, but yeah, so we got Wayne's World, the Culps. Stefon is merely a recurring character.
Segment on Weekend Update.
And should disqualify as a sketch. Weekend Update is a sketch. Like, it is a sketch. The whole show is sketches. Just because it's like the Daily Show or whatever, it's still a sketch. Like,
What about the monologue? Is that a...
Yeah, the monologue is a sketch. It's a pre-written thing.
So the sketch comedy show is full of sketches.
Unless it's stand-up.
Yeah, unless it's stand-up.
But like everything else is usually like they tell a story and then characters come on with the story.
Because would we be allowed to have Justin Timberlake, I'm Not Gonna Sing Tonight, be on the list? I think that people would allow that. And that was opening monologue. You know what I'm
asking me? I'm the ultimate expert now on that.
Well, I have no opinions.
I said no.
So,
Born.
the Culps, which you don't know, art dealers of something, which we don't know, and Wayne's World.
Where are you seeing these?
They were commented earlier.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you think should be on the list? Wayne's World? I agree.
I think the tougher choice would be, let's go with the Culps. We can argue the merits of it.
Someone recommended the Californian, which I thought was such a stupid sketch. I don't like the Californian at all.
That's Collin likes that one. He might fight you.
I just like when Keenan comes in with his hair and brings it back.
They have that. That's when SNL does the you're watching SNL.
That's the.
They just show him doing that part. Well, I think what hurt the Californians is it was the worst part of the 40th anniversary. Like that was just like way too long. It was just.
And then Spade came in at the end. Was like, all right, come on, bye, get out of here.
This is where I could be a bad person to do this list because I look at a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes and I read things. So the funniest part to me about the Californians is that Fred Armisen did a completely different voice in dress rehearsal and then came out and did that as his voice. And Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader had no idea that that's what he was going to come out and do. So then he's just like, what are you doing? With like this tiny little mouth, and they just lost their shit. So it's funny to me for that, but that's not what makes a good sketch.
Not that it should be a qualifier, but Wayne's World, if we're going to put one on there, should probably be it.
Tom
It
Hanks?
spun off 2 movies, which
Yeah.
not necessarily the,
Sibilance.
So we're down to our final 6, folks. We're going to go one at a time with the things that are on there, decide which one should be a top SNL sketch of all time. Starting off with motivational speaker. Do you think that one is a top 3? If you don't know, we can put it on the bubble and kind of go through the list as we continue. But do you think Matt Foley, motivational speaker, is a top 3 SNL sketch of all time? I mean, I think it's probably the most memorable.
Yeah, I'd have to say. We've got a painting.
Once again, we do have a painting of it in our loft.
Oh, in a loft.
No, we have
a
a loft
people.
in our large home.
We got some lofts here.
The thing that throws me a little bit is did you know that Matt Foley, motivational speaker, was originally a sketch from a Second City review that he brought to Saturday Night Live with him?
I think we all knew that.
Lauren didn't know that because that's all she did was just watch the
SNL
sketches on the
in
side.
Second City.
Yeah.
So, so you're saying, did that hurt it?
I don't know. I was throwing it out there. I'm trying to make this interesting.
There
was
was
3 viewers, and this is episode 75.
Have you noticed some of the newer ones? Jesus. Like, it's so painful right now. Do you know that SNL steals a lot of their sketches from like Groundlings and stuff like that?
Oh.
There was one I watched recently. It was the one where Lion-O comes to life or whatever.
Yeah.
And some other person, or you know what I mean? The toys come to life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is very similar to a YouTube sketch called What Am I? They even do very similar things in the YouTube sketch.
There was one on a cruise ship with the ladies on the cruise ship, which was pulled pretty much from Second City.
It was Groundlings, right?
It was Groundlings.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Cecily and I forget who else in it.
Yeah,
Which was that was a couple years ago.
But then I wonder, and you do stand up, so you know how this goes. A lot of these people, when they're not filming SNL, they're out visiting their old stomping grounds. They're watching their friends still perform at lower levels. You're seeing tons of material come at you, content all the time. Do you think that some of those are them not realizing that they're taking
She's
it, or do you
accusing you of
think that
stealing
it's
jokes, Joe.
Yeah. Do you do this often?
Isn't when you have a group of writers, shouldn't they know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, but I'm saying the big question is, do you think some of that is it slips in from them like all running in the same circles?
I think I would say 3/4 or 80% of it are probably them just not remembering that they did the sketch already.
And then also,
but
there's so
I also
many
think there should be
ideas
people
you can
that catch it and be like, hey, this sketch has been done here. You're writers, you should be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
Stand up, there's a lot of, everything's already been done basically in stand up, so you're still kind of repeating ideas.
Yeah.
Which is why stand up is kind of more personality based nowadays than it is joke based, I think. But,
how's that going for you?
Not good, I love jokes. I have no personality.
Do you think
I'm like Keanu Reeves.
Do you think if somebody was constantly researching or saying, hey, that's been done in some form or another, do you think that stifles the creativity?
I think
you shouldn't be pulling directly, but...
No, but I think you should be like, we shouldn't do this one because that's been basically done. Because the ones we mentioned are...
Those were
copies.
very bad.
Yeah.
Those
like if there's like a little bit or like a tag that's from something else, that I get that happens. But when it's like a full-on carbon copy...
That's true.
Because what was it, somebody had on their, like Amy Schumer had a sketch that was basically done from something else, and it wasn't really her fault, it was the writers, but it doesn't matter. But I think it's fine if he owns the property to do the sketch.
Yeah.
For Matt Foley. So I don't mind that. Because Second City nowadays, you produce a show for Second City, you can't do it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because they own all that stuff. Because I had a buddy who was offered a job at SNL, and he's going to submit a packet, but he can't submit any of the sketches they liked that they saw at Second City.
Ooh, you know, that's weird. We should watch that closer. I was there when some current SNL cast members were on stage at Second City when I was there, and I'll see similarities. I don't know if I've ever seen something pulled directly from, but I wonder when that cutoff was.
I think if you're doing a character, you might be like you, but like a full-on sketch that's
you
written.
couldn't do.
Yeah. Because a character, I think, is yours because it's you no matter what.
That's
so
true.
you just
That'd be
change
hard
the
for
name
them to
and still
legally
do.
own that.
Yeah. But wrestling you can. Anyways, so do you think it's a top 3 sketch?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
It hits the marks for me on
I
what
think
I'm
we're all
looking for.
I think we're all in agreement that's top 3. We're going to move on. Debbie Downer. Is Debbie Downer a top 3 sketch?
No.
Wow.
Quick and fast.
For what we have, yes.
yes.
I think so, yes.
So he thinks it is a top 3.
It is the epitome of people breaking in I think an organic way. An organic way where they just couldn't.
It's such a funny sketch.
They're not breaking to make the scene better. Or
People
anything
are
like
pretty
that.
50-50 though. There's people that hate when they break.
Well, those people are wrong.
Well,
I don't mind if they break. Like Debbie Downer, I get it because Debbie Downer is so funny that it's hard to.
So if it's really fun.
It's organic.
But like Jeffries feels like they break every time they do it because that's part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not because it's that funny.
But even Sandberg and Sandler wrote the song,
Yeah.
the sketch isn't going too well and the audience isn't buying in, whatever, I don't know the real words. That's when you break. Like, it's literally, they're doing it to make it, I don't know if Debbie Downer, if she, as a sketch itself, if she just did those things, I think it's funny, like a point's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you live under constant fear of terrorist attacks or working in a theme park? Hilarious, but and we talked about this before we started, my very favorite thing is Horatio Sands crying so much that he picks up the dry pancake and dries his tears, and he's just legitimately just like red-eyed, tears falling, crying.
But for you, it's still not a top 3 one.
No, because I think the breaking is the best part of it, so I don't think it's top 3.
Well, we're gonna.
And it's part of the sketch. It's not. We're not judging the writing. We didn't. This is best sketches.
How about I judge how I want to judge, and you judge how you want to judge?
There's a lot of judging.
Be wrong.
We're gonna keep going. Joseph Denny says Lauren is correct. We're gonna keep going down the list.
And Joseph Denny
We're gonna put this on
recommended
the
potato chip.
We're gonna put this on the bubble, see where it goes from there. Next
Smart
up,
guy.
Dick in a Box. Is Dick in a Box a top 3 sketch?
Yes.
It's probably I don't know. It's up there in best musical sketch.
Should we have done a musical sketch or a regular sketch? We'll come
Maybe.
back.
We'll come back.
I didn't
We'll
touch
come back.
Do you think Dick in a Box is we'll come back for a musical sketch?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be the one that's on the...
So just mark it off now.
So you're saying Dick in a Box not top 3?
No, I say top 3.
You say top 3. I think
Yep.
Collin's got some...
You say no?
It doesn't get easier. It's pretty hard right now.
Yeah, I would have to say it's got to be top 3.
It's one of those that changed the game.
Yes, she's very right. It's kind of a trailblazing one there, but it's so iconic. Like, talk to one person that watches SNL or doesn't even watch SNL that doesn't know it.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's the only criteria for being the best.
I'd like to keep going on the list because I think of the ones left. I don't think Dick in the Box is top 3.
Ooh. Okay.
But we'll keep going down to see. White Like Me with Eddie Murphy. Is White Like Me a top 3 sketch?
Funny as hell. But
It's very good.
I don't think it can sneak in with the top 3.
I think it's ahead of its time.
Oh,
Yes.
wait. It was an 84, I think.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
And my favorite comedy is one that
is ahead of its time.
Well, no, make sure audience actually have an internal real conversation with themselves. Anything that's if it has a downbeat in a comedy sketch and any kind of writing, any kind of comedy writing, if you get to a point that you're talking about real shit that matters in the world, and then you still find a way in that same sketch or set to make people laugh and bust out laughing, then I think that's perfect comedy.
For me, what you just said reminds me of a time that I was doing stand-up in a show with stand-up and spoken word poetry. And so I got done doing 15 minutes. I was the headlining comic.
Wait, which one were you doing?
Both. And no, I was doing stand-up.
Okay.
And I got done, and the spoken word poet gets up there.
Good transition.
He he starts doing the poetry, and then he goes, in the middle of his doing the poetry, he goes, you can't get on stage unless you're going to challenge authority or make people think. Otherwise, why even get up here and say anything? And the whole time, like, I just did 5 minutes on Family Feud. Like, this guy's literally just talking shit about me right out. I can't do anything, you know? I don't talk about nonsense. Anyways. So you're saying not a top 3 sketch?
I think it's hilarious. It was well ahead of its time. And
Yeah.
I think it really, a lot of people, I kind of liken it when Chappelle does his white guy. I think that's kind of...
The way he walks is so funny.
Yeah.
And then
Squeeze your butt tight.
But all right, you know, as long as we all admit you both are racist, I will take it off the list. It is going off the list.
It's been said.
White like me. Next up, Stefon. Is Stefon a top 3 SNL sketch?
What do you think, Joseph?
You go first.
Joseph Denny does not think it is.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with him.
No?
Because I think, well, here's what I would say. I think Debbie Downer and Stefon are the same realm of thing. So
Okay.
we'd have to decide between Debbie Downer and Stefon.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's true.
You know what
The
I mean?
most fun part of that is knowing that Mulaney's standing by the cue card guy, changing things last minute,
Yeah.
and then seeing him go Sydney Applebaum and go into his hands. That's 100%.
So that's, yeah,
Same
I mean,
pitch.
to me, between Stefon and Debbie Downer, I think Debbie Downer is funnier.
I love Stefon. I like it. I like it for a lot of the reasons Lauren said, where it's a lot of it's new to Bill Hader as he's saying it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, and I like that they're having fun. Like, that's just two guys, just
Two guys
trying to make
having
each
fun.
other laugh and all that. But as a full sketch, like, I was really pissed with what's up with that, because that's like a full production of a shitload of people coming out doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's got all the bells and whistles with it, and you know, this is kind of like just one guy, well, two, I guess, with Seth Meyers or whoever he's been in here.
So
I'm gonna keep it outside the top 3, but it's very close.
So between Debbie Downer and Stefon, which one do you like?
I like Debbie Downer. But
Stefon.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just funnier. But I get what Joseph's saying, that Stefon shouldn't be, I don't know.
Well, I'll make it easy.
I'm very torn.
honestly, after saying that, I'm probably gonna actually switch it back to Stefon.
Really?
Yeah.
Because if we're putting it as a sketch, then which I think we could, Joseph, put in a different category. But if we're putting it as a sketch, I think Stefon is
I like it too that they're able to
funnier
make
than Debbie Downer.
they're able to make Stefon work as a recurring or
Sure.
reoccurring, whatever.
Recurring.
They were
As a
able to make
comeback
it work.
again.
I don't think you could, and I think there were how many? Was there 2 Debbie Downers, or was there?
Oh, I didn't know.
No,
It was
there's
like
more than
like
that,
a
yeah.
lot. That was her
Okay.
character. They put it out a lot.
Oh, that's right. But I think it's
18.
the one at Disney World was like the big one that most people probably remember, and I think all the Stefons are pretty funny, and it's. So
All right,
I
well that's
respect
2
it.
against
More
1.
consistent.
Debbie Downer does not make it to the top 3, but we still don't have a top 3 yet because Wayne's World is next. Wayne's World a top 3 SNL sketch. Now you don't have it on the notes; it's tough for you.
Well, I know, but you got we've got motivational speaker, Dick in a Box, Stefon,
In Wayne's World, yeah. So for
That's
me,
tough.
it sounds like I think Wayne's World is a top 3 sketch,
I'd
Yeah.
have to agree with you.
and
Oh, it's so hard,
I think the one that would have to go off is the one we just talked about with Stefon.
Stefon.
I have to agree.
But I do feel like it's weird because I'm trying to give us a swing of like 3 different time periods where I think these were were like game changers. Like motivational speaker was crazy, Dick in a Box, like production value and crazy, and then Stefon, which is more they're actually like he's in a way, improvising on TV, and it's like pretty noticeable to the audience, and I think that's really great.
He's just reading from cards. That's not improvising.
Well, no, because he's throwing in words like as they go along, and then Bill Hader's working with it. So you can't tell me like that. There's none of that. That's like improvised a little bit and working it out as he talks to Seth or what have you. But Wayne's World is one of those that, it's just classic SNL, always funny. The character of Garth is amazing. Dana Carvey is probably, we'll have to come back from this one, but might be my number one SNL cast member.
Nice.
I think so.
And that's funny because I think Isaac Lanford I talked to, Mike Myers is his number one SNL cast member. He said the amount of things that he could do, like the range that he had. But okay, so I'm going to take Stefon off the list then. So we're down to our final three. The audience edition, the swing, Lauren, is what Amity has just said. We're going down to our final three. Wayne's World, Matt Foley, motivational speaker, and Dick in a Box. This is difficult, and I'm glad that we took Stefon off because we haven't really talked about Wayne's World that much. Stefon, it's funny we can't hang with those other three.
Yeah.
So Dick in a Box, Matt Foley, motivational speaker, and Wayne's World. Which one stands out as not like the other two? As not as funny as the other two?
Ooh.
This is tough. This is the toughest top three I've ever had in the show, I think.
This is all primo content, guys. I don't know.
Every one of them makes me laugh every time I see it.
Yes.
I'll let you guys talk it out, but I have an idea of what I think, how we should do this. But it's just my own personal thought.
Well, give us that.
Well, I think we should choose between motivational speaker and Wayne's World. To keep it two separate things.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because they're the same time period.
Can we agree though? Dick in a Box could be one of the top iconic things though that people would quote and remember.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
move it to a different category.
I'm not saying take Dick in a Box off.
I'm fine with that, Joe.
No, I'm not saying that.
We can't.
No, so you're telling us he's telling us.
I'm saying we should have it as two different time periods versus each other. Are you not listening to me?
No.
Are you just settling in and saying you want Dick in a Box off?
No, I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
I think it's a separate category. I think it's almost a standalone category.
So you think that it's the best, or
no? I'm not saying. No, Joe, you're saying put it to the side, and we're not going to argue the merits of it. We're going motivational speaker and Wayne's.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's worse than those two or better. What I'm saying is we have two similar ones in the same vein.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So to make it fun for us, we should get rid of one of
Wayne's World motivational speakers. So
Dick
in a Box.
I was completely on a different page.
I understand that. This is what this conversation was about.
There's so much stuff in this room that I don't.
He's trying to pick out his three swag items.
Felt pennants.
Yeah, I got a lot of pennants.
Included in the swag grab bag.
Yeah. I'm a fun guy. Anyways, just having fun. Dick in the Box is one of the.
One time.
Is a one at a time. Those are the two. We're going Range World is the most range and longevity.
Longevity.
Now, I agree that Matt Foley was a reoccurring thing, but no one thinks of the second or third time it came out. It really is just the one sketch everyone talks about. The first one with David Spade, Phil Hartman. It's the first.
Bill Shakespeare
that's another thing. Is Dick in a Box is a sketch that kind of changed the mode of SNL and made it more modern, which I actually like. So I think Dick in a Box is.
I will say, in the very beginning, they were doing digital shorts, so that's nothing new.
Was that after the Chronicles of Narnia?
It was.
Yeah, Dick in the Box.
But
Narnia,
I'm talking about
like
in the 70s they were doing.
Oh yeah.
When Carrie Fisher hosted, there was a digital short about a man and wife going on vacation to Europe, and it didn't have
digital shorts.
Yeah.
And stuff.
They did many throughout the year, so that wasn't different. But the production value, obviously the topic that they're covering, the fact that it was full of SNL cast members and the host, which is different from some of them. Like I said, the one that was done when Carrie Fisher was doing it was just two older people and then a voiceover by a writer. So a little bit different there, but. they were still doing them.
So I gotta ask then, which one do you think should not be on the next two? Or the next two?
I really like it a lot, but I think motivational speakers gotta go. Wayne's World was done over a long period of time when was it Carvey or Mike Myers came back? They did a newer version of it, years after they were both off the show. You had 2 of the movies that spun off because of it.
Yep.
Once again, shouldn't be it's not necessarily the main criteria there, but
there's more
good
meat
enough.
to it.
Yeah, there's good enough that you could do that.
Is that what you're saying as well? Do you think Dick in a Box should be the one taken off?
You know what? The thing that throws me is that motivational speaker. I don't love the one where he's on a bike doing a spinning class. I don't love that one.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to watch that. If he turned it on now, I'd be okay walking into the other room.
So,
but I probably want to watch all of the Wayne's World.
So what I would say then, though, and this is where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
So this is best SNL sketch.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, is there a Wayne's World Wayne's World that is better than the first Matt Foley motivational speaker?
Tom Hanks, Aerosmith.
Okay, so you're saying that is the way it is for you. So that Tom Hanks Aerosmith episode is better than Matt Foley motivational. Because Matt Foley motivational speaker to me is the most memorable sketch ever made.
I think that's why it's tough because it's fantastic.
The Chippendales one may be the other one.
Yeah.
Can we revive Celebrity Jeopardy at this point? No. Okay. Okay.
Can we revive Census Taker? Because that one is so fucking funny.
Let's start over.
Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
No.
All right. Well, we're taking motivational speaker off unless you're telling me no.
Give me one more thing. Let's do one more point. Motivational speaker versus Wayne's World. I need one more point to feel good about this. I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting verklempt.
Once we take this off, there's no celebration of Chris Farley left.
Could you do a spin-off of...
Why would you bring that up?
But the other one you take off Mike Myers and you take off Dana Carvey.
He's the man.
And
Joe, we said we'd come back for best,
Yeah, I get it. You guys will come back. Those shoes don't look like shoes.
Those shoes don't look like shoes. I love the episode.
So the physical comedy, but I guess there's physical comedy in Dick in a Box still.
Yeah.
Wayne's World has some physical comedy, but it's more just ridiculous catchphrases and how their energy in it. And this is the last thing of Phil Hartman too. He's taken off, but that's fine. He's dead. And Chris Farley's dead.
Do you think you should? What I was saying earlier. Do you think you should put Dick in a Box in its own category?
It's too late to fucking do
to
this.
remove it. We just have to pick.
So we're taking off, guys. Unless you're telling me no, I'm taking off motivational speaker in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half a second. Cool. Motivational speaker is off the list. I can't believe it. I was kind of pushing for that one a little bit. We're down to Wayne's World, one that was added middle of the show, and Dick in a Box.
I feel terrible.
This is where we come to vote. The final vote to decide what is better, Dick in a Box or Wayne's World. We'll start off with the person who has no age, Lauren Noland. You are voting. What do you think is the best SNL sketch? Wayne's World or Dick in a Box? We have a lot of, we got a lot of people talking out there. You got Dick in a Box, you got Wayne's World, everyone's going back and forth.
Okay.
What do you think?
This feels terrible because they're totally different categories and different things, but if we're picking which one is the best, most iconic, funniest, best.
What a weird pause.
It's getting so hot in here.
Alright, let's not Nelly this up. You remember that song?
Yeah, I liked it better with Tim McGraw. It's a better collab.
Always getting out of here. You better take off your clothes.
I was like, good gracious.
Amigo.
That's a bonation.
Bet you from Russia. Why are you Russian?
Everything in me wants to pick Dick in a Box, but if I'm not being biased, because I was in high school at that time and it was like the best years of SNL for me, and Andy Samberg completely changed like how I saw humor at the time. I know Mike Myers and Dana Carvey were doing that for people at their time as well. If they didn't do it first, would they open the door for like silly, goofy comedy or humor like Lonely Island is known for? I don't know. Collin knows I'm a huge fan of both movies. I watch them all the time. I can watch them at any time. I might go Wayne's World on this.
Wayne's World gets the vote, folks. Wayne's World, it's one vote for Wayne's World. I'm up next to vote, and, you know, I'm thinking about it, and I got my Dick in a Box! Dick in a Box, folks! I'm voting Dick in a Box. I used to sing that song to myself a lot. I don't know all the words anymore.
I know every word. Sing it.
Thank you. Okay. Too much touching. Anyways, I vote Dick in a Box. To me, it's I've never seen the Wayne's World movies, and so I am.
What?
I'm.
Dude,
Wait, what?
You've
never seen the Wayne's World movies?
So I'm voting Dick in a Box.
Remove him from Sassy Boys Assemble right now.
Stop talking about the group. There's people watching.
We
No
the
one knows about
boys.
the group.
We the boys.
Geez Louise. I have got to say, I love Wayne's World. I watched the sketch. It's great. Two iconic people. But
He loves it so much. You never watched the movies. He loves it
I've never
so
seen
much.
E.T. Anyways,
That's a weird one, especially for your age.
Joe was
Yeah.
moving so much he could never.
my brother had the same bedroom set as the kid in E.T. and I still never saw E.T.
Did your brother
I
see
even
it?
have the VHS of E.T. I still never seen E.T.
Well, now you're just making it your thing, I think.
Yeah, I never.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But Dick in the Box, the quality, it's quick to the point, does its job. I think it's fantastic. The production value alone is great. So I'm voting Dick in the Box.
Good.
Collin, you're up next. You are the deciding vote, the tiebreaker vote. The tiebreaker vote. Is Collin Hornbaker. You are up. He doesn't have a Facebook, so he doesn't know your viral video shit. So what are you deciding between Wayne's World, or Dick in a Box?
It feels like Joe made a real strategic selection
Yeah,
there.
it feels that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean at all. I never seen the movies.
Oh, gosh, you know, like I said, Wayne's World.
That's
I
a
love
Dick in the Box movie. Wait, have I seen that? Anyways,
you
Collin.
You have.
Yeah.
Coming this summer.
Underneath all of the goosebumps, there's a couple.
You're up.
I love the Wayne's World movies. I love Mike Myers and everything he does, but those aren't the sketches. I think the longevity of the Wayne's World stuff, how they've done it over the course of the years, you know, when the guys come back, is great.
Is that your vote? Or?
Oh, God.
I didn't
Oh,
Honestly,
no.
no, but Dick in a Box, just when that came out, was, and I don't know, I could say some of this is probably partially the internet, but when it came out, it was so big, and I literally remember walking into the other room. My parents were watching SNL in one room, I was in the other room, and I remember walking in like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? Did you guys just watch this? Like,
I
and
remember
going to
watching it
school,
live. I remember.
going to school the next
The next
Monday.
day,
But that could be part of the age bias, but I'm going to go with Dick in the Box.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! I did not see this coming, folks.
Oh!
Wayne's World did not win. The winner is Dick in a
Dick in
Box.
a Box.
Andy Samberg, folks. Justin Timberlake. I can't believe it. This is a controversial episode. I'm
People
hoping
are
everybody
not gonna be
watching.
happy.
You better post about how. Write mean comments on YouTube. Share the video. Show how mad you are.
He's physically ill.
Anthony just asked us Amy just asked, is this the first time it doesn't matter. Yes, one has won before, Amity. But folks, Dick in a Box wins. Andy Sandberg, Isaac Lanford, Jesus eat that first 30 years. Terrible. He's got to be upset. I know he's upset. Well, you know what? Comedy gets better over time, Isaac, so after a while you'll love this episode.
Enjoy David Cross tonight, Isaac.
But Dick in a Box is the winner. This is the most controversial episode I think we've ever had on the show. There's a lot of upset comments. Nobody...
They're all so good. They could all win.
You're all wrong, too. It's fine. It's fine.
Major upset is right, Amity. I can't believe it won. I can't believe it made the top 3. But Dick in a Box wins the whole thing.
It's my Dick in a Box.
Dick in a Box. Holy moly.
It's good. It's fantastic. It did change things like I was talking about.
The best part is when they're hanging from the hoop, the basketball hoop, and they still have the nostalgia. Isaac, everything's nostalgia. They're all nostalgia, asshole. Literally all of this is nostalgia.
My favorite.
Gotta have more cowbell. Fuck, I can't believe you forgot about that one. Anyway.
No. Couldn't be on this list. Once again, we'll come back.
I'm in Platinum Records. Anyways, folks, I don't know if you'll come back after this controversy. Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you very much. The winner of Best SNL Sketch is Dick in the Box. I'd like to thank my special guest expert, Lauren Noland. Lauren, do you have anything you'd like to promote? A very funny improviser in the scene. We did a play together once that was about Woody Allen.
Fantastic. Controversial once again.
Yes. Let us know, Lauren, do you have any social media or shows you'd like to plug?
Yep. Follow me on Instagram, and then sometimes I do an improv show like once every 3 months, so you can come see that. And it'll be good.
What is your Instagram?
Lono18. LONO18.
Ah, yeah, you're old. Lono18. Check out on Instagram. What?
It's real fun stuff, guys.
Check out Lono18 on Instagram and see one of her improvised shows that you have no idea what it is or where it's going. Collin Hornbaker, you're up next.
You can come see any one of my improv shows with the now defunct based on availability, so we don't do any shows.
All right.
You can follow me on Instagram at Collibrew, and if you want to see a lot of pictures of Lauren, you can go there. And then also, you can find me watching Hulu. So.
I like that you were like, do we get to plug anything? And you just want
I want people to know I'm watching Hulu. That's expendable income, Joe. Thanks for money.
Based on availability.
Hey, too soon.
Okay, sorry. Wait, is it called Too Soon?
No, it
it should call it Too Soon.
They were a long shot team. Beloved theater here in Indianapolis.
Man. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Anyways, everything's dying. Like Chris Farley and Phil Hartman.
Have you seen the pictures? They're awful.
Don't bring that up. It's the end of the episode.
I wanted to end it on a high note.
I did it on an accident. You'll never get it out of your heads. Chris Farley's final moments.
Google Chris Farley's death pictures.
In the John Hancock building. Look it up.
No, Jesus Christ.
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie.
They're surprisingly available everywhere.
It is weird that he died in that building.
It is really funny though. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's funny. I'm glad you stayed. Wait, what? I'm the host. Thank you very much, Joe Bates. Follow me on Twitter at JoeAmerican22, on Instagram at Joe Bates Comedy. Like the Facebook page. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the YouTube page. I'd love that if you guys did that. I think next week or Jesus. Well, that's Best SNL Sketch. Dick in a Box. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you.